It's the most wonderful time of the war on Christmas. Rocking around the war on Christmas, have a bruising holiday. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell war. It's beginning to look a lot like the war on Christmas. I'll be home for the war on Christmas. All I want for Christmas is war. Whoops.
Bravo.
Yeah.
Bravo. Oh, now we knew what Alex does in his spare time. So, yeah.
That took me 8 hours to do.
Are you fucking kidding?
No.
Wow. Jesus.
It's usually the idea first and then assembling the clips and putting it all together. The rendering of the video itself, Gordon, I think that's 1 minute and 20 seconds long. So it took 5 or 6 minutes to render. My computer's been slow lately, so it varies.
Actually, I noticed mine was slow too, so I really got to run some cleanup programs on it. So, yeah. Winter just fucking hit here in a hurry. It was like not too bad. It was cold. It's been cold here for the last week. And as I pulled the garbage mobile into the shop, I kind of looked to the north like, oh, it looks like it's a little foggy. I go outside to start the truck about 20 minutes later, and it's full-blown fucking, like, blizzard. It's like, Yep, really beginning to look like fuck this, because holy shit. So, yeah, that's happening. Are you guys having a cold front, or are you still fucking soaking wet, or what?
We've had some cold days, and there's some snow on the mountain in the distance. So it's all right. We haven't had any snow falling. So hopefully by the time that does happen, I'm out of town. We'll see.
So, now that Gordon just said that, so when you made the best of party tape, how long did it take you to make that? Like, I remember it took you a while. So,
and you're talking about the one I did back in 2001, right?
I'm going the original, not the 10-year reunion one, or where the fuck it was.
11-year reunion. I didn't have a computer with which to edit, so it was all record and pause and play and pause and find another clip. I had to write everything down. That took, I want to say, a good month and a half, because
Wow.
Yeah, it was so long ago. I can't remember exactly. It was probably a good month and a half.
Wow. Well, bravo for you and your patience. So,
yeah.
All right, we're going to get into some shit right away here, because, yeah. So, first off, I want to start with what happened in Illinois, because I'm about to... And you want to know what? It actually turned from defending Amazon, not over what happened in Illinois, but I have discovered to something I really wanted to bring up about, especially when it comes to supporting local businesses, and why maybe some people, including myself, and I don't know about everybody else, maybe sometimes has a problem supporting some local businesses. So, in light of that, I do want to comment on that Amazon is taking, well, not as big as a shit kicking as I thought it would, because this report was 3 days ago, but I believe it was 4 or 5 days ago, Brody had put something on his Facebook concerning that Amazon factory that got hit by a tornado, and that they wouldn't let the workers leave. Now, I've been looking. I haven't seen anything that says they won't let them leave, and maybe that was the text that texting thread that Brody had shared between a worker and his family. Now, I will say this: maybe Amazon was telling them a mistake because they were about to get hit. After the candle factory in Kentucky, I'm talking about the factory in the warehouse that got hit in Illinois.
Yeah.
But so I got hit by a tornado, and 6 people passed away. And I'm not making light of this whatsoever. Actually, I'm really not. This actually kind of works out better because I'm going to talk about Amazon and this other company. But it is brought into question, and Amazon's already taken heat about the way they treat their employees and whatnot. We've heard lots of really shitty things, and even if it's true, then that it's horrible, and no people deserve to be treated like that. That's my problem. No, I'm reading what happened in Illinois. No, I'm reading about a factory in Illinois, Brody. So you didn't even know where the factory got hit, and you were mad about it. See all this? This is called disappointment, butt blaster, Brody. Really? I've been so proud of you lately because you've really ditched the Donald Trump shit and you've been saying some poignant things, and then you don't even know where the fucking... Maybe there's another factory that got hit, but I'm talking about the tornado that hit the factory in Illinois. So, questions need to be brought up, apparently, of course. Is there proper safety put in place for tornadoes and whatnot? I know we've discussed it at the town, actually. Now I was sitting here thinking, I know it's been discussed about safety, and I do not remember where the hell we're supposed to go. So maybe I should ask. But I wanted to bring that up and it's horrible. And I've said this about Amazon, Walmart, any big chain store that pays their people shit when their people have to live on food stamps and stuff like that.
The candle factory in Mayfield, Kentucky.
Okay, well, I was talking about the hurricane that hit the Amazon warehouse in Illinois.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm just going to do this here. There, so then everybody can see that I'm not retarded. Okay. Watch drone footage of the Amazon warehouse in Illinois after its roof collapsed. So this is what I'm talking about. I think candles are the devil anyways, and women shouldn't be burning them. They suck and they smell weird. But anyways, I've always said about every multi-conglomerate, they shouldn't, it's horrible with the wages they pay. It's ridiculous, especially when you're a billionaire how many times over? I realize you didn't and the rich would say, well, he didn't become a billionaire by giving him his money away. Well, guess what? You're a billionaire now, motherfucker. Maybe, pay it back. Pay it forward.
Pay it forward.
So,
okay. So
there's 2 different stories. So I will have to look up the candle story because I'm going off the one in Illinois. I know that pisses people off. So anyways, here's why my story is poignant. I have to wear a compression sock now on my left leg. I just had my leg anniversary on December 14th. I made it through okay. Only a little bit of crying. So, I bought this box compression socks, okay, at a business in the Balzac Mall. I know it's a horrible name, but there's a place called Balzac, north of Calgary. Look it up. Across Iron Mills. Great compression sock, okay? Awesome sock. Okay, does everyone see the box, right? Okay, cool box. It's great. I recommend anyone needs to wear compression socks. They work great. They got half calf ones. I'm probably going to buy when my squishy gets smaller, okay? I then go on Amazon just to say, I wonder if they have these. Oh, sorry. And I paid $90 for this. $90. I then go on Amazon and look. Find these. Different box. Exact same sock. It is an X200 15 to 20 mmHg. I have no idea what the fuck that is. But they're just different boxes. It's the only difference. This one was $40. This one, $90. Support a local business. Support Amazon. Now wait, I know what you're saying. I know it. Nick, garbage man. You need to support local business. Aha! You're right, you should. But here's the other problem. I then went on this lovely website at csxsports.ca, not even .com, so it is Canadian, where they sell these for the outstanding price of $40. So when people shop at Amazon and you have people complaining about not shopping local, this is why people don't like to shop local. Double inflated price, over double, $50 more. Now, don't get me wrong. If it had been $10 more, maybe even $15, all right, I mean, kind of, oh well. But $50 more for the same product. And you can bet your ass, I will bet my left testicle, and that is my favorite one, that this woman probably ordered, probably 10 to 20 of these and got a cheaper rate because she bought multiples of it.
Bulk.
In bulk, and then charged me $50 for it. Or $50 more than the retail price from the website, the wonderful people at csxsports.ca. Great compression sock. I recommend anyone that needs compression socks, check them out. They feel great. It was a game changer. The minute I put this sock on, because that's when I bought in the mall, my leg was awesome. But that's the problem. That is why a lot of people don't or not that they don't want to support local, but they can't afford to. Like I said, I've said it tons of times. I don't mind paying a couple extra bucks to keep it local, right? The fancier box, motherfucker, the white box is fancier than this fucking thing. I don't give a fuck fancier box or not. I ain't talking about a fucking hooker here. We're talking about a fucking box of fucking compression socks. Jesus Christ. Fucking fancier box. You're such a fucking troll.
He got you, didn't he?
Yeah, fuck.
There's got to be more to the story as to why the cost is what it is. It's a shame that you can't ask the local business, hey, I found this on Amazon for 40, you're charging 90, worth the furk.
Well, listen here, sir. I'm not a big conglomerate like Amazon, so you want to what? Fuck you and your motherfucking mama.
He has to bring up the race thing, just like a troll would. Bravo, Brody. Bravo. He's in fine trollish form tonight.
My sock is stuck on my leg and it's hurting. Oh, fuck. That sock sucks. Okay. Of course I picked the white box. I married her. Wait till I tell my wife, do you think I should be taking a black box over a white box?
No, I think you should try both before you make a final decision. Yep. I would.
Maybe I did.
Okay. Hey, I wonder where we could find those.
See, and this one's a little too tight. I don't know what the fuck this one is, but it was actually starting to hurt. So, but yeah, again, I'm all for supporting local. Of course, unless you believe that, COVID is, the like we're being treated like the Jews. You know the fuck you are. And Brody knows who the fuck I'm talking about. But so
come on, that's not what this show is about. That's out there. We're in here.
Oh yeah, we're in here, man.
We've got our own little world going on right in here, man. They don't exist out there.
God, we just, I spent I think it was last Sunday. Kim had to work graveyard, so it was just a quiet day around the house, right? So I went to the gym in the morning, came home. Kim, she got up, she had to go back and deal with something at work, which is horrible. But she was just a bag of shit all day, exhausted, right? I did nothing but play video games on Sunday. No, I did laundry. I worked out. I did laundry, but and it was just nice to see, to shut the world off. It's just like, you know what? I don't even care. It just not even to give a fuck about what's going on out there.
It's important for mental health to do that every once in a while. Like you were saying on last week's show, little bit of a different topic, but still under the umbrella of mental health. Yeah.
And that was what was my psychiatrist said too. You have to have the mental stuff. Everybody does. Everybody has to have something, that where their brain can just go. And for me, that's music, like performing music, working out, and video games, and doing this. This is a great, we don't have a lot, but a lot of viewers, but I love just come out and just spewing, just because it builds up, right? And you just want to, and this is a good place to do that. So.
Good idea. Oh, speaking of that, Frank is doing that too. Frank is
Yes, he
streaming
is.
tonight, and he's also streaming tomorrow night because he's going to do a reaction with Jeremy because they're going to see Spider-Man
Yeah,
tomorrow
they're going
night.
to see Spider-Man tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah. So apparently, we got a mark. I got to talk about this. We got a mark on our YouTube channel about the show Alex did by himself when my sister was here.
More of a warning.
Yeah, it was a warning, and I clicked on why, what's going on? Why did we get this? And we have no idea what got flagged. It was just something Alex thinks he knows what it is, but I just clicked on the thing to be like where it would take me. It took me to harassment and cyberbullying policies.
Yeah. Now, if anyone's interested, well, how can that be? The show is still available on Facebook if you want to have a look. If anyone is, silly enough to want to waste an hour and 45 minutes listening to me drone on, if there's one video on our channel that should be taken down, I'm fine with it being that one. Unlike Frank, who did a solo stream, 2 weeks ago, and he did a fine job. Good for you, Frank. But me, hour and 45, I'm glad that one's gone. That no employer can look that up.
Well, it was funny when I got in trouble when I first started at the town for some things I had said. And it was right after our first Cornfest performance. And I don't know if Brody will remember, but he said some pretty scandalous shit on that show too. And I remember when I got brought into the office, I was like, oh, I'm thinking it's what Brody said. And they played the video. I'm like, this is what I'm here for? Okay, cool. I'll take the hit because, yeah, it was one of those things where he said some pretty scandalous shit. And, yeah.
And I have the first 101 episodes of the Jabroni Jabber podcast if anyone wants them. I have no idea why I'm saving them, but,
It'll cost you $9,752 to listen.
That's very specific.
Well, hey, so my band chat is going off. My drummer has just been endorsed by Soul Tone Cymbals.
Oh, nice.
Dude, that's fucking great.
That is great.
Uh-oh, Alex has shit going on.
I am about 3 blocks away from the fire hall, the police station, and the hospital.
Oh.
And speaking of people who are in need of help and dying, hi, Chad.
Didn't even say pudding, and there he is.
Chad, are you still looking for pudding donations? Yes, Brody, that is exactly what I'm holding them for, because in the contract for me joining Jabroni Jabber, there was no termination notice. So I'm going to take it to court. Say I was terminated without notice or something smart like that. I don't know. Right next to your house. Nice. So they'll throw you in the drunk tank and then they'll open a side door, kick you out, and you'll land in your backyard, Gordon. That would be awesome. Or if they want to pick you up, they just trudge across the lawn and say, "You're coming with us."
What's the worst pudding?
I haven't had it in years, and I'm talking years, but I used to love tapioca pudding.
Mm-hmm.
but I'm thinking that the texture of it now, I don't know that I'd agree with it. Then again, this is hyperbole. I don't know.
Yeah, I would have to say that was where I was gonna go right away.
Hmm.
Was tapioca.
You know how with chips, and speaking of, there was a Jabroni Jabber episode. I don't know if it was an entire episode, but there was at least a section dedicated to the different chip flavors. It wouldn't surprise me that there would be some wild, wacky, and weird flavors of pudding out there in this day and age. Butterscotch. Ooh, I used to love butterscotch pudding when I was in
Oh,
grade
see,
six.
I'm with Chadney on that. I mean, I haven't had pudding in a long time, but yeah, it's that's what I really like. See, I don't mind rice pudding either. I don't mind rice pudding. What were you gonna say?
Quinn says you're a bitch. And Quinn used to like the show every once in a while
Wait,
too.
what the hell did I shoot the messenger about?
You don't have to shoot him, you just push him over in his wheelchair.
Yeah, I like me some chocolate. See, I always like the pudding when like mom used to make like a big bowl of it. That was my favorite. It always tasted like pudding. A snack pack isn't bad, but the homemade, like the big bowl of Jello, that's some fucking shit right there.
My mom, back in the 80s, she had many little boxes of the Weight Watchers pudding, and I would always steal, and I figured out how to make it myself. I don't think she ever said anything to me about it. She was just, I guess she was glad that all that sugar was gone.
Sea salt and truffle.
Oof.
I love a good, and like they're coming out with some different. I like kettle chips. They're like the mesquite barbecue kettle chips. If I'm gonna eat chips, that's it's some good stuff. And even the Co-op brand chips are pretty good. I find the Walmart barbecue tastes like old school, old Dutch barbecue. Delicious and heartburn in a bag.
In this day and age,
just tears my guts up. Oh, dude. Like, you remember when you were a kid, you could just eat anything and just not worry about it. And now you like look at a taco and you're like, oh, I have heartburn already. Oh.
Yeah, I used to be the human garbage can because I could eat anything, but now, nope. Dill pickle. I was never a huge fan of dill pickle, unfortunately. I think there was one, I can't remember what brand, but I tried it and it was okay. But I'm not a dill pickle guy. The old school, old Dutch ketchup chips, used to love those because my palate was, they almost tasted sweet once you chewed them up. Yeah.
Yeah, the spicy dill pickle are good. I will agree with Brody on that. We don't agree on a lot of shit. Well, we do more lately now, but yes, that's good. Yeah.
I have magical. Look on the back. Warning, do not take and operate heavy machinery. May cause drowsiness, may cause death, may cause, good Lord. Oof. Speaking of magical pills, that kind of segues into prescription drugs. Reverse all that. How did you reverse that? I imagine you probably have to change your diet. What I myself had to do, because I eat lots of sauerkraut now, and I also I chop up onions and I eat onions as well. Onions are a great prebiotic, and sauerkraut's a great probiotic. Great for the gut bacteria.
I'm going to agree with Gord on this too. Is I changed my diet quite a bit. I mean, there's still a lot of stuff I eat that I shouldn't, and I know this. But I cut the stuff that I know gives me heartburn. I don't eat it. I really don't.
Yeah.
So it goes really good now. So, yeah, I imagine that's what Gord's going to say too. And I know there's a pill you can take. My boss told me that he takes a pill too, and it cures it. But yeah, there's some times where, the older you get, like I said, I can't. It seems that in the evenings I can't eat dairy anymore.
I
You
wonder if
know.
that's a cumulative effect. When you're a teenager, your immune system, your digestive system, it's all healthy and young. It can take anything. But the more you keep eating foods like that over the years, eventually your immune system, your digestive system, they just start to slowly lose power in being able to
Mhm.
fight that stuff.
Which is so strange because like I today we had a tray of subs brought in. Like at Christmas we always get a bunch of stuff from vendors and whatnot from town, and I had a couple sandwiches with cheese. And in fact, uh one of the real health nut there, Brent, doesn't like cheese. It's hilarious. So he knows where to give the cheese. He gives it to me. He just does not eat cheese. And again, no problem. I haven't had no issues all day. Everything's been great, right? But I bet you if when we finish up, if I even went had a couple pieces of cheese, I wouldn't be throwing up, but I'd be like I'd have indigestion and
You'd be
probably be a bit
bummed up.
gassy. Yeah, well, no,
Yeah.
it doesn't even bung me up, but I'd be gassy, which is so
Hmm.
strange,
Yeah.
right? And it just seemed to happen out of nowhere. It wasn't like this was a thing going, huh? This feels a little, blah, blah, right? But like it hit me that with that food poisoning right after the peanut butter. The second time I got sick when I ate the cheese pizza,
Mm.
it just right.
I wonder if there's a difference in how your body reacts to hard cheese from the refrigerator when you cut it up, as opposed to cooked cheese on a pizza, or if it's just
No,
pizza all across the board.
no, it was cheese because the following week I had cheese and crackers for a snack, just saltine crackers and block cheese, and it made me sick. Not
Hmm.
not as sick. When I had the pizza, I was sick at like 10 o'clock that night, sick all day. I was sick all night. With the crackers and cheese, I went to bed fine, and I woke up at 3 in the morning, just boom.
Hmm. Yes, Gord, I remember you mentioning that the Helicobacter pylori. Yes, I remember that. Oof. Yeah, the older you get, the more you got to watch what you eat.
Yeah, it's most definitely, and it's weird, right? It just kind of happens, you
There
know.
is there is a flipping of the switch at some point. Yeah, I remember that picture you sent of the pizza you make. Man, that looked good. So I stick with the foods that I can tolerate, and nothing happens. But every once in a while, and I'm able to control my cravings, but every month or so, the intensity of the craving just overpowers any intellect or will that I have. And I got to break down and I got to have, a whole bunch of chocolate. I'm not just talking one chocolate bar,
Mm,
I'm talking a whole bunch. And I got to have starchy food like a burger or a sandwich or something. Now, normally I stay away from all that because it doesn't do me in particular, any good. And I know what the after effects are, and it sucks. And I keep telling myself every time after that, I can't eat this food again. What happens in 3 weeks? Oh, the same thing. I'll do better this time. No, I won't.
hmm
No.
No, no, and I'm like that with cigarettes. I hadn't had a cigarette in 2 months, and the other day I had one, just one, and I haven't had one that was like 3 days ago. I had a bad day. I really want a cigarette. I'm gonna fucking rip someone's throat out. I need a cigarette,
Did
and
you
now
feel
I'm fine.
sick afterward?
No, I was in fucking was I sick? I
Hmm.
was in fucking flavor country heaven. Thank you. I it remind me. I don't know if you watched a lot of Friends, but did you ever? I don't know if you did at all. Chandler had quit smoking, and like, yeah, when he'd have a smoke, he'd just be like, "It tastes amazing." I can't even be like, "Ew, it's so gross."
What brand?
I think it wasn't even a like. I think it was just like a Next Gold. It wasn't even like Export A or nothing. But God, it tasted so fucking good.
Wow.
Yeah, it was so tasty. It
I
really was.
think if I ever smoked again, and I had to do a bunch of smoking for that short film I did with Jack a few months ago, but if I ever did smoking again, I think I would want it to be Marlboro. because good Lord, those were better than DeMaurier back in the day.
When I was trucking, I had Marlboro Light 100s. That's what I'd buy. They're such good cigarettes. I'm gonna message my wife really quick here.
All right.
10
years, Dad. I bet you could smell a smoker a mile away. Congratulations on 10 years. He's probably going to die in 5. No, I'm kidding.
But the thing is, and that's good that Bruce did that. Like, and that's the thing is when if I don't smoke for a while, like I've said it before, someone will walk by me and I'll be like, "Oh my god, that's what I smell like," like oh, shit.
Yep.
Right. Cool.
Take care, Brody.
Okay, bye, bro.
Have a great day.
Great night. He's gonna be up in the morning.
Be at the gym at 3:45. He's doing the old rock gym routine. I guess.
Know what, dude? I like my sleeping, so it would make my life a lot easier if I'd go before work, especially on days I'm in the truck because it's not like I'm doing strenuous. Good Lord, let's try that again. Strenuous exercise or strenuous work.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just don't want to. I just don't want to.
Merry Christmas, Jamie.
Merry Christmas, Jamie. And you want to know what? My folks won't quit either. My stepmom was in the hospital for 7 or 8 months and she's smoking again.
Oof.
Yeah, I just,
But at least in general in society, we're getting better. Like dentists,
most definitely.
Dentists are not giving kids sugary candy after visiting, and in hospitals, I think they've completely taken out any smoking room, so people have to go outside.
Yeah, you have to go outside. Yep.
Actively discouraged, as it should be.
And you're not even allowed, like, you have to be off hospital property. You're supposed to be off hospital property. But that's the thing though, Chad. I you say it's convenient. I still think it's a fucking lazy, stupid. That's laziness and this dumb. Like these people, and maybe fuck. Maybe I'm lucky. Like today, I had to get dinner, because Kim had to go back to work. So it's actually pretty convenient that our co-op, the gym, is attached to a co-op. So I went and grabbed a salad. Because I needed some more protein. So I just grabbed some. I didn't want tuna again. I'm eating a lot of tuna. So I just got like some imitation crab with some I just wanted something like with some protein in it.
Crab's pretty good.
Yeah, so I got some crab, and then I bought they had these little tiny things. I had to try it. I know it's starch and it's carbs, but it's baked potato salad.
Mm.
I was like, I need to find. It was good because it was only a little package, but it was so you can always go get food if you need it. Or the only reason I ate out was because Kim was working. So that and eating out, I wasn't really even eating out. I went and got an individual salad, some crab meat, and a little bit of this baked potato salad, which is fucking awesome.
I find that I'm pretty sure I've nailed it down to if I use wireless Bluetooth, after about 2 weeks, I don't sleep very well. So that's why I don't have Bluetooth at all anymore.
Oh, really? You think that's what's doing it?
I think that's what was doing it for a while, because for the longest time I couldn't sleep properly. I think I've been getting great sleep lately, and I think I've nailed down as to exactly why. Haven't had Bluetooth in a good year or two, so that helps. I like to sleep because I like to dream. Yeah.
Well, you see, I just recently did a testosterone test. I had no problem talking about this on here. So my test came back. I'm only got 10. So 35 is high, 8 is low.
Okay.
So I'm in the low end. So I wonder if I need to bump my testosterone up a bit. I wonder if that'll help me.
Yeah, you got to start cranking.
Yeah. Hey, I'm all about it. Fuck. I want some D-ball first so I can lose some weight, and then I'll fucking juice the shit out of myself.
TRT, I think that is what Rogan's on and has TRT? Been on for a while. Yeah.
Yeah, and he looks fucking great.
He does, but he's always been active, so for him it's easier, even though he's 52 now, I think.
Yeah, and it kind of goes back to just reading what Chadney said. It goes back to that, but that's his job, is to talk, be with people, be a comedian, and like live healthy.
Yeah.
That's his job, right? I mean, and I watched actually a motivational video. It was actually Arnold making this speech. And he was talking, and this really, really resonated with me. And I've actually used it because earlier this week, I was like, oh, I don't want to go to the gym. And then the video came into my head, and Arnold was saying how, like, when he was trying to break in, he would go to the gym for like, what did he say? Like 4 hours a day.
Yeah.
You Mr. But overbearing, right? Which it is. But then he said, like, he was doing, he was working construction, and he was taking acting classes plus working out. So he's like, it drives me nuts, and I hate when people say I don't have the time. And he said, you don't have 45 minutes to go work to do something active. 45 minutes, you don't have it. You don't have time to do a 45, and that's it. It resonated with me. It's like, you know what? You're right. If I got time to sit on my ass and watch TV or play some video games, I have time to fucking go to the gym and at least ride a bike for 40 minutes, 45 minutes minimum. And that really stuck with me.
Yeah.
And it's true. And I keep putting that. I would like to get that put somewhere, like, and get it framed and just have it somewhere, just to look at it and go, yep, I have 45 minutes. Right? We all do. There's nobody that can say that they don't have at least 45 minutes in a day. Right?
Yeah.
So, and I know Alex is just reading.
That would be a great face turn for, I'm not saying Ryan is a heel, but I think it'd be a great face turn for Ryan if he went to the gym 3 times a week, and he doesn't have to lift for 2 hours a day. I'm just saying, do the most basic compound exercises: squat, bench press, deadlift, chin up, do some abs. Do that 3 days a week. It'd probably take you a good half hour, and you don't have to lift heavy weights.
Not at all.
And it would help train all the muscles of the body, and you do it in a minimal amount of time. And then Ryan, in 2 years, I bet he could be jacked like Rowdy Roddy Piper. It'd be hilarious. It'd be awesome.
It would be awesome. It'd be totally awesome. And that's the thing, is we can all do it.
Can we take the time that we have and choose to do that instead of something else? Like I myself, I could watch 1 or 2 less movies a week.
Yeah.
And I had to do that in order to make this grand intro for this show. Yeah. You got to make sacrifices.
Well, yeah. And that's just it, like, and the thing, like, and you really do got to set your mind to it. I mean, and I'm not trying to sound like I'm preachy. I still eat like shit. Not nearly as much as I used to. Not even close. But I figure if I'm happy doing with what I'm doing, and I'm getting healthier, and like, the thing is to get rid of the stomach. So I do sit-ups every day. I do this exercise where I the rope pull down, used for your trap pull downs.
Oh yeah. I
put it over my shoulders, and I just bend right in half, because it works the core, right? But I can almost do the whole stack, and that's what I'm doing, because I'm trying to tighten. That is the one thing I do lift heavy is, and that's the thing. I'm in an extra large pair of pants, and large sometimes, but it's the fucking gut that I can't get rid of. And like, look at even this shirt. Look at that picture. If you look at that picture that Alex shared there a while ago when I'm singing and I'm wearing this shirt, like, look at it. It's hanging off me now. Like, it is. I'm getting there, right? I'm gonna have to buy a whole new fucking wardrobe. I remember my ex said to me once, and she is right. She's like, you could never be skinny, right? And I'm like, it's kind of a dick thing to say, but why? She's like, you're an asshole already, an overconfident prick. Can you imagine if you were skinny and hot? I'm like, yeah, I get it. I'd be a major asshole. And I couldn't even disagree with her. I'm like, okay, you're right. I'd be a complete fucking dick.
I remember you saying something like that to me once back in the day. If you said something like, if I had your body, oh man, the things I would do.
I think I remember saying that to you. I'd be such a prick.
Yeah.
I would be a fucking asshole.
I don't know if it was in the vein of I would be an asshole. I think it was more in the vein of the amount of chicks that I would get with.
Yeah,
I
maybe.
think that was it. Yeah.
Oh, humbug, Bruce.
Yes, we'll see you next week.
Yeah.
And just a reminder for everyone else, we're not doing a show next week because I will be in the air at this time. Either that or the plane will crash. And, well, then I get to miss out on the apocalypse that all you have to suffer through. And Nick will be doing nothing.
Nothing. And you want to know what? I'm looking forward to it, especially with what happened last Christmas. I'm looking forward to doing nothing.
Yeah.
So, and that's the plan.
I had mentioned earlier about prescription medication. I didn't pull any Karen videos this week because the one Karen video that I did see on Karen's in the Wild YouTube channel, which you can find in the description below, it was a young woman who is being taken off of a plane. And I don't have any information on this, so this is totally bro science. My guess is that she had consumed alcohol and was using prescription drugs, because that can really fuck some people up.
Yep. Yep.
So I'm hoping we avoid that on our trip next Thursday. In the motherland.
The motherland of Mackenzie.
Are you prepared to show your papers?
See, we've got 42 minutes, and I was trying not to fucking. You know what? I even thought of I'm not going to say anything. I said we were going to talk about it, and I said, and then the show was rolling, and then you went there.
No, we can completely bypass it. We can still go somewhere else.
We are going to see, Ryan, you're going back to Mackenzie, and I'll be completely honest. I'm planning on going back, not next Christmas, the Christmas after, because Christmas Eve's on a Monday, I believe. I think it's on the Monday, Tuesday. I'm actually looking ahead a couple years to do the planning so that I can, I think it's 2023. Yeah, Christmas Eve is on the Sunday. So,
you want to get fucked up, you take Oxys and 151. Anyway, you were saying.
Yeah, I don't think I'll go to Mackenzie for Christmas. And I'm saying that in that there is nothing to fucking do there. And, there's only so long you can sit with mom, dad, Sarah, all the relatives, and just stare at the TV, right? There's at least if we were in Prince George, there's the two bigger swimming pools. There's a bowling alley I know is going to be open. They have a bunch of other activities you can do, right? And I hate saying that because, man, I had great, again, we talk about with Mackenzie all the time. It's not what it used to be, right? So.
Yeah, that's a good reason to go. You're
not bringing the kidlings with you, Ryan? Hope I'm not bringing up a sore subject. So, because, and I'm not, again, fuck, this shirt is big. Jesus Christ.
Yes, we encourage vandalism. No, I'm kidding.
No, we don't, because we're getting another video flagged.
I'm going to bring that up quickly. The reason I think that video got taken down, if you look at the description, I was being completely sarcastic, but I made no mention that I was being sarcastic with regards to the corn god of Tabor. Yeah. So if you read that, you can find the show on Facebook. Read the description. I think that's why the show got taken down.
This is awesome. So I talked about this a few weeks ago about how the inventor of the bright LED headlights can go fuck themselves. Someone actually just put that on Lethbridge Roasted Toast area. To the inventor of LED lights, the LED headlight, you sir are an asshole. Carry on. And it's right. And Jagger actually commented, he flips the lights on thing in their high beams. I do it all the time. The new fucking headlights are ridiculous.
The regular lights on my car, they're a different tint of 6K lighting, I think, because it's not quite white bright. It's a different kind of almost a bluish color. And I've been high beamed a few times because people think I have the brights on and I don't. So I give them the finger. What else can I do? It's 2 seconds. What am I going to do?
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to ask a question. There's a good question people we can ask, talking about food. What's one thing you don't like on a burger?
Oof. Olives. Oh, pardon me, not olives. What's the green thing? Because the olives are the black stuff.
Pickles?
No, any kind of hot
Guacamole?
peppers. Any kind
Oh.
of hot pepper.
I was saying like, well, I meant like regular shit. Like I don't like onions. Big hunks of onions. I don't mind the
love onions.
little ones when they're in the burger, but like when they're big, like A&W's bad, like for big gobby onions. Bleh.
I don't mind it. Well, now I say that now because I'm eating a whole bunch. Yeah, when we were kids, we would do some pretty nasty stuff every once in a while.
Yep. Yeah. See, I like relish chutney.
I like relish too.
Yeah.
Blue cheese. I haven't had that very often.
You know, I gotta say, I'd probably want to try blue cheese again because I remember trying it when I was a teenager and I did not like it. But again, our palates change, right? But then again, with me eating my whole cheese thing, who knows if I could fucking even eat it? So you know, right? So, so excuse me. But before I forget, because I won't, but tomorrow, but I would like to wish a very happy 40th birthday to my wonderful and lovely wife.
Oh,
who
nice.
turns 40 years old tomorrow.
Happy early birthday, Kim.
And I haven't scared her off yet, so.
Now, I think she's settled. There used to be a website.
Settled. Oh my God, she is settled.
There's a website out there. I think it's called Who Has Settled, and it shows a picture of two people. Then you have to vote on who has settled with the other.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there isn't a fucking doubt in my mind my wife is settled. Good Lord. Fuck. I saw her in these pair of jeans yesterday. I'm like, yeah, I really shouldn't be allowed to touch that because there's no way this fat fuck should be with you right now. This is ridiculous.
It's a good thing you're a funny guy.
Apparently, yeah. Yeah, apparently. So, apparently I'm fucking hilarious. So
hilarious.
Yeah.
And fat guys are always fun to party with. I can say it from experience.
We are fun to party with. I will say that.
Yes.
We are fun to party with. We usually are. I don't know. Some fat guys are. There are a lot of fat guys who just overindulge way too much. Right? But I've always, like I think we talked about the same thing even last week. Like I've always been able to, control my alcohol. So, yeah, like not control like my level of drinking because I drink like a motherfucker, right? But
yeah.
But not to the point where like again blackout, fucking poop in my pants, kind of thing. So,
yeah, like Joey Diaz, huh?
Yeah.
Fucking Joey.
Fucking
I can't do a good Joey Diaz impression.
You know what, Joe Rogan? And so when I worked out with Joel Mills, that's what when I was in his gym, I always call him Joe Mills. Hey, Joe Mills. Diaz.
Pork belly. I don't know if I've had pork belly before.
Crack baby, don't come back. Crack baby, don't come back.
I've had pulled pork. That was pretty good.
Fuck yeah, I love pulled pork. It's an awesome video to watch, and I just saw while I was scrolling Facebook, someone said about Les Claypool when Primus did Master of Puppets, just the beginning at Woodstock '94.
Ooh,
just the beginning. That's all it was. Just check it out. It was only just the beginning.
Miss MSS. I don't remember that.
I do because I think Richard Dybel won it. If I remember, sure. Did Richard Dybel win it? I know Kenny Jubert, or was it Deaton? No.
It had to be Dybel.
I think it was Dybel that won. I remember Kevin Jubert was in it. And Mr. Truant? But I remember Richard Dybel was dressed up in it.
I remember Ryan one day saying that even if he wrote a script using all the stuff that actually happened between people, like all the rumor mill stuff and other stuff like that, and he changed the names, it probably wouldn't be accepted as a script that could be realistically accepted by the viewing audience, because it'd be just too far out there, even though it would be based on reality. It's probably not too far out.
I think it'd be quite the story. If you, and don't even take the rumors, you take the stories that you can almost confirm. That we know, like if you took every group of Mackenzie and the people, you were like, okay, what's some of the most fucked up shit? And you told stories. Like the one I think about right away, as soon as you went to the Miss MSS pageant, I didn't even go there. I thought about Ryan dressed as Bill Clinton. Think how much shit he would get in these days if you did that.
Oh, canceled.
Before I forget again, so this is the pussification of the world. So I listened to Canadian True Crime podcast. In the episode, they talked about a dog had got killed with their owners, okay, like murdered.
Okay.
In the fucking opening, the lady actually said, and I actually kind of lost some respect for her, was, and just a more of a, because it says this show contains graphic content and language which may not be suitable for all ages and viewers, and listener discretion advised. And then she said, well, an extra bit of caution that I discuss a dog being killed. I don't go into details about it, but just so you have an extra warning. Like, and then I felt like, and again, it's one of those things where you wish you could talk to her and be like, did people bitch about this? Did somebody actually say to you, I'm so triggered because you talked about a doggy dying, and I love doggies, and I was not ready for that. And the dog died. And now I'm not going to listen to your podcast. I'm not going to tell everyone not to listen. You bitch. Like, is that what happened?
I would love to see those emails.
I would love to too. I mean, like, fucking, you know. I just wish someone would fucking just finally tell these people, shut the fuck up, or fuck you. Like, well, really, like in South Park, when it's like, fuck you, no, fuck you, buddy. You know, like, just, yeah, fuck you, or fuck Canada. No, fuck you, buddy. You know, like, just fuck you. If you don't fucking like it, don't listen. Ugh. Yeah.
I thought she was going to use the words trigger warning, which in this day and age would make sense.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, is this a true statement? Never trust a person who doesn't sing along with Bohemian Rhapsody when it comes on the radio. Is that a true statement? I think anyone around our age should. I'm not going to say they should sing. A lot of people aren't comfortable singing, but at least when the guitar kicks in, everyone should be going, not going crazy, but at least going, you know, at least, you know, lots of people are not comfortable singing, but, you know, you at least start bobbing your head when the, you know, or at least throw a Galileo. You don't have to do the whole, but at least one Galileo. You have to at least one Galileo. Yeah,
you probably had too much to drink and you're sitting in between two guys in the back of a small car and you're going, Galileo. Let me go.
Oh, fuck. I quite enjoyed that movie, the first one. Yeah, it really did.
I am desensitized to human tragedy. I watched Rebel Without a Cause today. James Dean, 1955. Back then, when people died, a lot of people would get sad over that. I've seen way too many movies, and death is just not something that gets me really choked up. I do feel sympathy, depending on who died. Now, if it's a bad guy, then no. But yeah.
Well,
only sexy toast becomes your wife. Yeah. Good old saying.
We talked about this like years, not a year, but a few months ago, we were talking about horror movies. And like I said, I'd watched House of a Thousand Corpses again. I hadn't watched it in a very long time. And I remember like finishing it up. And I remember the first time I watched it being kind of like, that was like, especially with like Harwick, when his head was peeled back, you're kind of like, well, spoiler alert. Sorry, guys. But it was just like, oh, that was pretty fucked up, right? Like, whew. And then I watched it again. I'm like, pretty fucking tame. Like, it really, it didn't, and it was still fucked up. But like with all the things I've seen in Hostel and Saw, it's just like, Yeah, it's really weird, but or really, it is kind of grotesque, but like not nearly like what it was.
Yeah.
And it just like in The Simpsons when Bart's talking about when they did the two like the when Lisa read The Raven. And
Ooh,
remember,
James Earl Jones.
yeah, which was so awesome.
Yes.
And then at the end, like Bart's like, he's like, he's like, I've seen Grandpa cough up scarier thing. Or no, that's what he says. That's not scary. And Lisa's like, well, that was written in the 1800s. And Bart's like, yeah, it's kind of like when you watch the first Nightmare on Elm Street. By today's standards, it's pretty tame. And it really is, right?
It is, yeah.
So, and I mean, and I never thought would say that about House of a Thousand Corpses, but But yeah.
Yeah, it depends on the situation. Like Gordon was saying earlier, with animals being killed, tortured, or maimed. Yes, I feel more sympathy for them because they have no idea what or why. They can't communicate it. They can't speak on their own behalf. Exactly. And it's like that with some characters in movies. Not all, but there are some that just when they die or they're killed or it's accidental or what have you, it breaks me down. Depends on the person.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. Yeah. No, without a doubt, you get that subject, yeah, and you're just like, whew, right, or that person that dies, and I've never and I hate seeing like when children get hurt. I don't like, especially being a father. I don't like that. That's the one that kind of makes me like cringe.
Yeah.
I don't like seeing kids getting hurt, and of course, animals, not at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, of course, fucking shoot somebody. I don't give a fuck. Oh, not the puppy, right? Yeah. So yeah.
That happened in Rebel Without a Cause. Sal Mineo, he was really young in that movie, and his character was in the police station because he had shot puppies. That's exactly why he was there. And I don't even think he was held overnight. He was just in there and then he was out the next day.
Wow.
When I first saw Pet Sematary, that screwed me up as well.
Yeah, I agree. Scary. I agree, Gord. Yeah, that was, when Gage got hit, that was just like, whoa, right?
And peeling that cat off of the pavement. Oh.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah, and it's just, even now, like you're just waiting for it. Like, yeah, I just don't need to watch it because I remember it all, and it's like, I'm good. Yep.
Yeah.
I don't need to see that. Nope. So, yeah.
Oof.
Oh, what else we talk about here?
There are some movies out there that, and I'm really starting to lean towards movies that are experimental and surreal. Like we talk about Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street, maybe even Hostel, but I'm thinking more of movies that are not exactly told from a linear point of view. And I'll give you an example. There's a movie from 2015. It's called Flowers. It's about an hour and 20 minutes long. There's no dialogue whatsoever. And it tells the stories of 5 or 6 women who were murdered by a serial killer. And for some reason, they are existing in his house. It's a different way of telling stories. It's not a great movie, but it's interesting in the way that it's told. So if someone wants to see something different, I recommend that. There's also a Canadian movie from the year 2000 called Subconscious Cruelty, and that tells 3 or 4 different stories. Again, it's something different. It's not something that you would see in a mainstream movie theater, I guess.
2016?
15.
Oh yeah, I just saw 16.
About an hour 20. I can't remember the name of the director.
No, okay, no, this is in the. Well, I mean, this was a popular movie. This isn't but like my favorite Disney movie has very little dialogue, and that was Wall-E. I loved it. That was my favorite. Yeah, that's my favorite. Disney movie. See, this is the whole we're running out of ideas. Sorry, because I'm on imdb.com. I'm just trying to find that right now. Hulu now presents the new series to watch, How I Met Your Father.
What?
Yeah, How I Met Your Father instead of How I Met Your Mother. How I Met Your Father.
I've seen Swiss Army Man, Chad. It's pretty good. I love the actors, Paul Dano and Daniel Radcliffe. That's a great pairing. It's an all right movie. It's interesting, an interesting take on relationships.
Stop fucking yawning. It is not popping up on IMDb. Flowers.
It is there. Maybe it is. Maybe it does show 2016 on there.
Nope, that wasn't it. That wasn't the one. Who starred in it? Do you remember?
No one that I know of.
Okay.
I can find it.
Flowers in the Attic. I remember that. Flowers, broken flowers. I don't know. I'm drawing a blank here.
You got to see all results for Flowers and then view exact title matches. And my computer is extremely slow.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to fucking run some shit after this. Flowers TV series. It's titles. Jump to titles. Anyways, I guess I shouldn't really want to look that bad because I'm probably not going to watch it, so I'll just stop.
Sweet Hereafter, Adam Egoyan. I think that was either 97 or 98. That one's pretty good. Canadian movie.
Jesus Christ. I had a song that I wanted to share.
Ooh.
Yes, it is a country song. It's off Yellowstone. That's what I've been liking about Yellowstone. I'm finding some new country artists that I'd never heard of. So this artist is called Shane Smith and the Saints. And the song is called All I See Is You. I quite enjoy it. Has a bit of that old twangy, kind of reminds me of like lots of fiddle. So it reminds me of like Ghost Riders in the Sky by Johnny Cash and Willie Nelson. So yeah, there's that. So
interesting.
Yes.
Well, I'll share one as well.
All right.
From Cannibal Corpse. Kill or Become. The intro is really great. I love how they do their rhythmic guitars.
Uh-huh. What the fuck is this bullshit? Man, I really gotta fucking... You know, Apple got rid of their, like, bought music. So, which means, like, songs that I bought, like, they're not available anymore in my iTunes.
Okay.
And they just didn't get rid of them, and it just makes my iTunes look ucky. Yes, I said ucky. I said ucky. Bo Burnham.
29 Palms. Yeah, sometimes music takes a while to grow on you. I remember the first time I heard there was a song from Meshuggah that when I first heard it in 2012, I didn't really like it, but a few years later I listened again and it really grew on me. I can't remember what the hell it was called though.
I had that with Seven Dust song. And actually Mr. Trevor Lissick recommended it. I think me and Chad. And it took me a while to get into it. I think we're kind of looking for like workout songs. I think it was called Ugly. Yeah, Dirty by Seven Dust. So not a bad tune, but again, it took me one of those songs that took me a little while. So
yeah.
So well, and I will say in fairness, Gord, I got most of my songs that I bought because Coke had this deal. Like, if you got the caps off of Coke, the bottle inside, like the old Pepsi's get Pepsi points. Well, it was like you could get a free download, but up to 10 a week. Well, I was working on the highway, so I'd pick the bottles up, just take the caps. So I had hundreds of songs that I got from these caps.
Nice.
Yeah. So are we running out of things to discuss?
I think so. I didn't want to discuss anything that was in the news at this point.
No. I want to leave it on a happy note. So yeah. So let's leave it on a happy note.
Most Seven Dust songs you can probably find, even if they don't have music videos, on YouTube.
Yeah.
That is one of the great things about YouTube. They haven't gotten rid of all copyright music, and it has not all been taken over by Vivo, thankfully.
Yeah. Yeah, and what I love about YouTube is they have a lot of live versions. And some good there's some really shitty live versions, of course, but there are some really good live versions. Like there's a Daughtry cover of In the Air Tonight that he does with the guy from Three Doors Down, and it's fucking awesome. So yeah. But yeah, let's just end on a happy note. Let's just, yeah. Not too there wasn't too much negativity. And let's just go enjoy a couple weeks of nothing.
And that's why the show is so short this week, because we're not discussing any negativity.
Yeah, we're trying to, trying to keep it cool. Keep it cool.
That'd be great. If it turns out that it's mild, that would be great. I use Amazon. Ryan's trying to get in.
Yeah. My cat's breath smells like cat food.
Cat food. Hey, Joe. Joe, I hope you're doing okay.
Kids. I beat the smart kids.
Joe wasn't doing too well in the past week, so it's great to see her in any capacity.
Really I hope you're feeling better or whatever is going on. So,
yeah, it wasn't great.
No, but it's great. We're getting the fuck out of here. So,
yes, nice. She might get out tomorrow. Awesome,
excellent. Yeah. I don't know what's going on, but for a guy who spent his last Christmas in the hospital, hopefully you're out right away. So.
Then you two can bond over talking about shitty hospital food.
Shitty hospital, so bad.
Comedian's 5-minute bit.
Like I said, man, that A&W I had to this day is still the best food I have ever fucking had. After 2 weeks in the hospital, that A&W was the greatest fucking thing I've ever eaten. It really was. So
I might have to try that next Thursday when I'm at my parents' place, because I know they have coffee. I don't know if they have Bailey's though, and I've never had Bailey's with coffee, so I might have to give that a try.
Yeah, if you just a little bit, it's good. Don't do too much because it overpowers it very quickly. But I like some Bailey's in the coffee. So
nice. So, Merry Christmas, Joe. Happy holidays,
everybody.
Gordon.
Be safe and love people. And just enjoy each other this Christmas.
And enjoy yourselves as well. Oh, yeah.
Oh, my nipples, they hurt. Yeah. They hurt when I twist them. Ah.
So like I said, anyone that came in late, we will not be here next Thursday. We will, however, be here, I'm thinking so, on Thursday, December 30th, one day before the big day.
Hells yeah.
Ryan and Gordon are still trying to get in their bits about hospital food.
Anyways, love you all.
Okay.
Merry Christmas. Yep. Happy holidays. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you in a couple weeks.
Yes. Thank you, everyone who stopped in earlier and now. Jolene, it's a shame that you're here as we're stepping out, but at least you showed up. That's the important thing, and I hope you're doing well. I forgot to message you today, so I will do that later just to check in on you. Yes. Hoy ahoy, yes.
Hoy ahoy.
And not yet. Not yet. Oh, my computer's slow. Okay, we'll get that one in. That'll be our positive closing note. Thank you, Joe. And drum roll and good night.